quite by accident actually. My wife and I, used to go to the gym, and the gym teacher didn't show up, the one for the weights, so they replaced her with a yoga teacher. And we said, why not? And we thought it was going to be easy, and it's just yoga. But oh my god, it was like crazy. By the time we finished, I said, wow, this is something really different. This was the first time I had an exercise routine that combined breath, movement, spirituality, emotions, and we just fell in love with it. And my teacher was so good. We became regulars with her, and she's the one who actually pushed me into becoming a teacher myself. So okay, how it changed my life is, I guess, the easier question. I became a much calmer person. Earlier I used to be really short-tempered. I could lose my temper like this, and my children will be testimony to this. Nowadays I just can't seem to lose my temper. There are times when I have to literally tell myself, Mohammed, there's a situation where you need to lose your temper, and then I have to act it out. But it's becoming more and more difficult. So you become a gentler, humbler, nicer person overall. You don't get affected by things around you as much. And in that sense, I think I've become a much more stronger person, emotionally, physically. I think yoga has tapped into this connection between the physical body and the emotional lives we lead inside ourselves. And this is scientifically proven, by the way. So there is this scientific thing that your posture determines your mood, and equally your mood determines your posture. So for example, if you're feeling sad, you'll end up looking like this. But then the minute you lift yourself up and put on even a fake smile, it's been scientifically proved, within 5 minutes you actually begin to feel better. And I think what yoga does is it uses your physical being to get you stronger, not just physically, but also emotionally. I think that sometimes is just a calling, and you feel that connection, and it's almost like a voice somewhere deep within you that says you got to go out and get the message out, because it's benefited you so much. It's made you so much more aware of yourself, and you see people struggling with their own lives, with either physical conditions or emotional conditions, and you feel that if you can help in any which way, you might as well do that. So right now, whatever I do it out of sheer love of the subject, and I just get out there and teach what I think is necessary for that group of people for that time. I think at work I used to be one of those alpha type personalities, high achieving, perfectionist, everything has to be just right, and I've got to hit a certain milestone by a certain time. With yoga, it allowed me to just chill out, and I began to accept my imperfections, and we're all imperfect. But the key is to accept them and to really own them. And ironically enough, the minute I started doing that, my career actually started really taking off. So I stopped getting into middle management, and I started getting into really senior management. And the beauty was, it didn't affect me. So I continued to be the same person. But all that happened was, I just kept watching, and I said, wow, all it took was for me to accept my imperfections. True. And I think what really shifted is your relationship with yourself. So my relationship with myself. I think that's the key, because most of our lives, yes, we are physical beings, but most of our lives are lived in here. The stories we tell ourselves, the truths and lies that we believe about ourselves. And what yoga does is, it's like peeling an onion. You keep removing layer after layer, and you kind of realize, oh, there's so much more to me than what you see outside. And once you first become aware of it, and then you kind of accept it, and then you love it, you say, okay, so that's me. And you don't really have to work with your relations with anyone else. It just kind of falls into place. So in a way, it's a very selfish practice, but it improves your world, and hopefully it improves the world of people you get in touch with. Yeah, so I've been struggling with weight for a large part of my life. And I've always noticed that when you're dieting, it's like you're literally torturing your body. And that's the first thing yoga tells you, please don't torture your body. And that's the first thing I say in any of my classes. Don't do your yoga poses because it's an ego thing, because you want to show off. Just do it because you want to get in touch with your reality, with your physical being. And I think that's helped in my journey for losing that weight. So first off, I want to say that I stopped wanting to lose weight, and I started just loving myself for where I was. Second, you begin to realize that you are a large part of what you put inside yourself, be it food, be it negative thoughts, negative energy, or negative ideas. But for people who haven't ever done yoga and might want to try it, I would say please go ahead and try it. And please find a teacher that you vibe with, that you understand, because your first teacher is so important. I know so many people who went into the wrong class, got a teacher who wasn't able to deliver a message clearly, and they hated it. And it took a whole different teacher to get them back. And it's very important who you connect with in yoga.